They went on stage, and of course every time they sing the song Understanding, I get to crying. Homegirl had a big posse, you know, that was new. And for you to just be having a sideshow on the side, that was even worse. Hello, I am back. Today is Friday. I know yesterday I said had the weekend off.
Hello, so it is Thursday. I have not vlogged all week. I've started taking Mondays off because my whole weekends are usually full of work and full of editing. So Mondays I usually chill. On Thursdays I also usually go out in the field and work, but a lot of people are out of town right now. They're on vacation, it's spring break. So Tuesdays I'll do, like Tuesday through Thursday I'll do field work. If I don't have field work, usually Tuesday morning I'll do it, but if not, Tuesdays I will be cleaning at home. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, field work and editing. And then Friday through Sunday editing. So it's like probably about 6 days out of the week I am editing on the computer. For some reason today, since I know we're doing a live speak on it, I am treating this like Friday. I know I don't have to prepare to film speak on it. I know I don't have to edit it for 72 hours. So I'm just so excited right now. So I came out to do a little work on the computer so I can get ready for this live on Sunday. And I got me a margarita.
But then last night at like 1 a.m. I saw the episode. And when I tell you, okay, so the plan was Candy's out of town, she's traveling. We didn't have time to film the speak on it, didn't have time to film it with Tamika. And so basically everybody's out of town and doing their own thing, going their own separate ways, you know, taking a little break. Candy was like, let's just go live. And so I'm like, okay, we haven't been live in a while. Like we resort to live like if it's a last minute thing. I thought about it, I was excited in the beginning. I was like, yes, I don't have to spend 72 hours editing speak on it. But then I was like, no, we can't go out like that. Like I went hard this whole season for 5 whole episodes of this Queens of R&B and them, and we just can't end it on a live. Like I want to do a little more storytelling because there's so much footage that we have, and there's a lot of footage that I know production has that they didn't even use. Just the stuff that we have, it's like sometimes I hold on to it because I want to let the show give a little something. You know, it could have been out in a vlog, California, or you know, the Lady of Soul Awards. Well, we did that one. That vlog is already up. The cat was out the bag on that whole thing before they even hit the stage. So yeah, that video's up. But yeah, like sometimes, you know, we try to save things for production. I'm like the shadow. I am everywhere, a fly on the wall. So we have it. We cannot have a finale and go out like this, especially since the finale, I mean, it was cool. It was able to make more people look even worse. I mean, really, if you think about it, what else is there to say on speak on it? The fact that it's the same story, you know, like it's the fact that a lot of people involved in both groups have learned a lot in the situation, and it's time to make changes and move forward on things. And that was pretty much what people were understanding the 4th episode. So there was nothing really left to do. Now, it would have been great if this whole thing could have come full circle, but as you guys knew before the season even started, that was not the case. By the time the 6th episode happened, of course you guys are like, you already know what's going to happen. I think everybody was just waiting to see people like mess up even more. And I mean, that's sad, but it's like it's kind of addictive, you know, like how can people keep doing this? Yeah, so the 6th episode was just like, this is where we're ending, this is it, and that's it. Like that is it. It just ends like that, and it sucks, you know. Tamika reached out and her sister made it about something else, so it's just like she tried again. Maybe they can work that out. But yeah, so I was like, we can't end this season like this. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna spend all this Saturday, I'm gonna put together like a review montage of the season, and then when Candy gets back in town on Sunday, I'm gonna give it 30 minutes. Just stick to the bullet points. Let's do this, and then I can drop it in, and then we could be ready to upload. Because like I said, they've already talked about everything pretty much, even just on the outside in interviews and speak on it and just everywhere else. This story has played out. Hopefully, now that the show is over, it will stop. Like, I have been waiting for this day to happen for 6 weeks. So hopefully now, you know, of course, it's gonna trickle on a little bit. On Monday, after Speak On It comes out on Sunday, like, hopefully we won't hear about the family drama again or the girls until Candy has to do press for Housewives, which will be in 3 weeks. Because I'm sure at that point, since the show is such a hit and such a buzz, that everybody is going to ask her about it then. Hopefully not though. Like, this really needs to stop. From watching the episode, I can say from my experience, like, we were in California for like a week. I'm supposed to be packing right now. Okay, so I have to go to not California, I have to go to Vegas on Monday. And I don't even know like what I'm going for, but I do think it's like an expo or whatever, so I need suits. So I only have this suit and this orange suit, and I have this sweater with this matching skirt to go with it, like a leather matching skirt. Those are the only things that I have that are kind of chic and business casual when I go. Like I said, I don't know what it's really all about. I do need to check the calendar and see, because I don't know what type of lenses I need to bring, but I do need to bring at least one suit. I think I'm gonna be there for like 2 days. In California, I did notice that, well, really, they didn't show, well, they showed some of the rehearsals before they went, but there was like a main rehearsal that they had before they went to California at the sanctuary, where they had the big lights behind them, the LED lights and all of that, and they were rehearsing. And it was kind of rough on Xscape because they didn't have all their music and they were still learning the routine and all of that. I really think they should have showed that, because like everybody's family came. Mama Joyce was there, Blaze, Eris, I think Major came. Like everybody's family was there supporting the ladies before they went off to California. So if I wear the sweater with the skirt, I have the Gucci boots to go with it. But I haven't really worked these in yet. So I'm thinking maybe my older Gucci's, because these are comfortable. And then I might just change the laces on them. So like switch up the look a little bit. I might do that. That is an option. We get to California and they're in Los Angeles first, and they have this whole press situation going on. Homegirl had a big posse. You know, that was new. We hadn't seen that, because usually I'm the only one kind of floating around sometimes when we're in tight spaces. But you know, like I said, I know how to just kind of blend in. But when you have that many people, yeah, it's a lot happening. But I did notice that the videographer, I had met him before actually. I met him once. He was cooking food for the homeless during like Thanksgiving and Christmas once down here for a foundation. So when I saw him cooking, I'm like, okay, I knew that guy's face. But then I remembered while he was there, he was also the videographer. So I don't really, I guess he does both. Like I said, I have many talents too, so I'm not hating on that situation. He was part of the posse. I think some of those people were at Lovers and Friends in Las Vegas, because I think that's when everybody started, you know, coming around right before filming was about to start. So maybe this new crew was in preparation to begin filming. Oh, and I need nighttime attire because Sherry lives there. My friend lives there, and when you're in Vegas, you never know what's going to happen. They have great restaurants, so it's always a perfect place to put on some sequins, roam around, and have some fun. I've noticed over the years, since I am part of different people's crew, that, well, most of the people that I work with actually are busy and have a lot going on. But I've noticed a lot of other people in Atlanta, they want to hire me, or they want to hire people because they just want to look busy. Like, they will really actually pay people just to look like they have something going on, because when it comes down to getting down to work, like, nobody wants to do it. That might be why half these people don't get paid in these crews, because it's just for the look. Either way, I don't know what she got going on over there, but I need to get some dresses as well. Pack my makeup. This time I don't have to bring my tripods and all of that stuff. I can pack more options, pack more makeup, and get cute at night on my time off. So anyways, back to this Xscape show. So it was just very separate. The ladies had press, and it's like she would be in her own car and then the ladies would be going to press together. So it was very divided at that time. We make our way to Ontario, and then that's when, well no, actually before we got to Ontario, I was able to be at the family, that's what it was. That's why the family was there. It was actually like labeled friends and family rehearsal, I do believe. So I knew then that the manager, he didn't speak to anybody. He didn't make eye contact with anybody. And he was like, excuse me, don't film my ladies. And I'm like, I'm not. You know, like, I don't need to film your ladies. Now, I do have footage of your ladies when they opened for Xscape a few times on tour. Other than that, I don't need them at rehearsal. So anyways, and I've never really seen him smile. I didn't see him smile until he was like in their own scenes together on the side, when he's like talking to the girls and about what they need to be doing and what the future holds, those type of conversations. He was smiling then, but when he was around everybody else, he like had this thing about him, and maybe that's what managers do. I'm not sure. The other lady, well, his ladies, they had the same vibe. Never met them before. Like, never actually, hey, my name is, how are you? Like, we've never met. I'm used to working with people that are happy. You walk in, they say, hey, what have you been up to? Like, I'm used to happy environments, especially with working with these ladies, especially with working with Candy and everybody else that I work with. They're all happy. I want to say, out of everybody that I work with, I'm probably the one that's considered a bitch. So for all of them to do it, and the manager, I didn't know what was going on. When we get to Ontario, that's when they have like a couple rehearsals in the arena on the stage. And what they were doing on stage was exactly what they were doing on the episode was exactly what they were doing there. And it was very nerve-wracking. Like, I was not getting why people are so agitated, because if anything, they had everything that they needed. Like, they were the only group out of the two that had every single song to rehearse to before they even left Atlanta. You know, Xscape was like on song 2. Xscape was learning routines, didn't have all their music mixed. So they had not rehearsed for real. So for them to get there and act agitated and want to keep moving and we got to run through and all of that, that's where I'm just like, are they doing this for TV? Like, I really think this is for show, because you guys can't be serious right now. Like, you've had your music for like the past week. Every single person in the group was like throwing a hissy fit. Because Xscape was really trying. Xscape has never once been rude to them from what I've seen on the episodes. And when I was around, they're too busy trying to rehearse, get their stuff together, and figure out what new bomb was gonna be dropped within the group. So they didn't have time to, they weren't trying to transfer that energy back. And when they kept doing it, I'm like, are they wanting somebody to snap at them? Like, is that what they want? But Xscape was just really in their own zone, acting like they're not even there, which is good. Because all that transferring of energy or trying to trigger folks, that's all that I kind of observed from that group of ladies. Like I said, I don't know them, I've never met them. But I was around them for about at least 2 days. It was different for me. Like I said, I'm not used to people in the workplace acting like that. Like, of course, I've seen it before. Being grown and being in this industry as long as I have, I choose not to work in situations like that, because why? I should want to go to work every day. We get through that. We have to wake up early, have some more rehearsals, because the ladies, one thing I can't say about them is when they do not feel prepared, they will get up early and work extra hard. Even if it's the night before, 2 days before, they're gonna keep doing it until they can get it right, because they don't want to go out there. Yes, they have great voices, but if we're gonna have these routines and have these backup dancers, like, let's get it together. They were trying their hardest. You know, they had a member that was not always at rehearsal. It was a lot going on. It was like 2 shows happening at once. You have Xscape, and then you have this side show happening. So like people walking off the stage around their posse, and the camera crew following, coming back on stage, walking off the stage, coming back on stage, coming off the stage, filming again. It was like a whole spin-off happening at one time. I just, at that point, because I didn't know what she had been filming, you know, I was hearing stuff, you know, in the streets that Xscape was having issues, but that's like me for the first time really seeing like, what is she doing? Like, not only are you like 2 hours late, you're having a whole spin-off in a corner over here. Like, come on stage and film with the ladies. Like, I was so frustrated. So I had sat down, I got me an IV in the corner. I was too through. I was dehydrated, I was tired, and I'm here as a team, working with the team, working with Candy, trying to do my best on the promoting marketing side to make sure Candy and the ladies have the right footage, pictures, images they need for press releases, for anything. It's like everybody here is on time and everybody is still sitting here, you know, putting in work too. And for you to just be having a sideshow on the side, that was even worse. Then you got the other girls yelling. Like, I was just ready to go home. So at this point, the next day is the end. Finally. So I get there, so we do this dress rehearsal. My camera breaks. I film the whole thing, my camera breaks. So then now it's time for the show. I'm using my phone. Like, it was just all over the place for me. I did find, so then I knew we had to leave from that show, go straight to Baton Rouge and do another show, and then my camera's broken. But you know, at least now these iPhones have great video and great things going on, so I was able to figure it out with the phone till I got back to Atlanta. But what I realized was my camera wasn't actually broken. The SIM card, the SD card, was corrupted. It just shuts off on you. Sometimes it's not the camera, it's the camera's card. If I would have known that, I would have just switched SIM cards and got it popping, but I didn't know that, so I was on the struggle bus dealing with my phone. But anyway, your girls still figured it out. Finished my job because that's what I was there for. They went on stage, and of course every time they sing the song Understanding, I get to crying. Like, I have been doing this forever. Like, this is nothing new. I think it's because every time I see them perform, there's always, you know, the backstory of these ladies and the struggle of what's happening just even before Lovers and Friends in Las Vegas. You know, it's always something. My heart always goes out to them because the Understanding, and Tamika cuts in, and it just hits you every time. This season finale, it was not, it leaves everything blank. It leaves everybody wanting a season 2. But I think in my mind, the only way that that's gonna work is if it's the 3 ladies, you know, trying to figure out how to move forward with 3. No SWV. I mean, I'm not being mean or rude. I'm just, as a viewer, I didn't understand. Because I mean, just watching it collectively, adding it all together, everything we saw of them was probably 1 whole week. And everything else that was chopped up was spread out. Like, I just didn't see the 2-3 months that Xscape put in the scenes that they gave us. So it's giving free ride. I don't know. I just think it can go back to Xscape. Not being mean, like, I think they can go back to Centric or where I don't even know where they were at, but they can go back and do another show because they do have a fan base. And like I said, I'm not being rude. I just, as a viewer, I don't know what Mona got from the situation, because it definitely wasn't a tour. The tour did not happen. Xscape has a bunch of shows coming up. Like I said, I am tomorrow I am going to make a montage for the beginning of Speak On It and little droplets in the middle of Speak On It. Have some points. Candy's gonna knock Speak On It out. We're gonna drop it in. We're gonna drop that video for you, and then she's still gonna go live. I think she is. I still think she should go live after a whole separate video live, so then that way she can talk to you guys, because there's really, like I said, the 6th episode is not too much to sit there and keep repeating. That is my plan for the weekend, so I do not get to chill. I am packing, work Saturday, Speak On It Sunday, fly out on Monday, and go straight to Vegas. I think I'm gonna vlog Vegas so you can see what Sherry and I get up to. We'll figure it out. I will have a vlog up for you guys next week, but I just wanted to drop in and let you know about this whole Xscape situation. I'm glad that it's over. You know, it's put me around a lot of things that I didn't want to have to deal with, because it's heavy when people are sad. You get sad. And so hopefully now there will be brighter days. Hopefully, hopefully, hopefully. So I am packing this stuff up, and I guess I will see you guys tomorrow. Start chopping up this montage.
Hello and happy Saturday. It is a gloomy day today. It is raining outside. I have started off my day by editing. I had to edit and upload a couple. Can you guys see me? I had to edit and upload a couple of videos today, and now I can start on the speak on it that I was talking about yesterday. What I'm gonna do for this is I'm gonna just put the montage together. Earlier today, or earlier this morning, I was downloading like a bunch of videos and clips that I wanna use. See, that's why sometimes when it comes down to tricking out videos, it really should probably take a week, but trying to put these videos out for you guys every Sunday, you know, I don't have that much time. So what I do over the years, I have clips that I have saved in different folders. Everything has its own folder, labeled. I do it that way so when something happens and I know I have a flashback for it, it's like, okay, I got something for that. So it's like, yeah, I know where I can go for that. And plus, you know, I have that like photographic whatever memory. I'm pretty good at remembering where I have like our own exclusive content for flashbacks, because we try to pretty much film everything. And that's with everybody I work with. Like if I actually work hands-on with you, I save everything, and everybody has their own hard drive. So those go-to moments, or when we're looking for stuff to create and post, I can go and do that with the clients and the people that I work with. The people that I edit for, I guess it's the same thing, because once I start getting footage to edit over time, I save it. I'm not necessarily filming it, so I'm not really handling it with care as much. It's more just an assigned situation to edit a video, upload it, or send it back. The ones that I work with, I handle with care. So today I kind of want to take everybody back down memory lane of the first 5 episodes of the season. So how I want to do it is I want to show the trail, what Candy had to go through. So you're not necessarily going to see other people. You know, you guys already saw that in watching the full season, but this is kind of like the part that Candy sees. And I think that's what you guys don't really understand. When she's giving her feedback, yes, sometimes she'll talk about other scenes, but we mainly started it like she's just talking about stuff that may have been left out, or what she was thinking, or what she actually went through, and then she like sprinkles the other topics in there about the other people on the show she's on. But other than that, I wanted to make the montage more of the shit she went through, like her current time, because you guys, when she's filming, she doesn't know what people are saying in their kitchen, in their other scenes with other people. So it's more about the buildup of like what she actually endured and what she got from it. Because now, later, when she sees how people think about her, or the things that people said, you know, that's a whole nother can of worms that has been happening online. But yeah, I just wanted to make the montage more in that direction, but then throw in, you know, the different vloggers and the people that have captured this over the 5-6 weeks, like what is really going on out there. Like I said, you guys have already seen the season, so I find it more entertaining to sprinkle in content creators and what people think mixed in with their personality, because sometimes the stuff from the show is just a little stiff. So I don't know. It's just a fun way to break down what Candy went through and what was happening in her day-to-day for each week, and then just gonna sit down and speak on it. So I've been sorting through a bunch of different people online with topics, their little opinion on it. So now I've saved all of those videos. Now I've got to actually, you know, find a way that I want to piece it together. Also because I have the exclusive content, that stuff that wasn't seen on the show, which is still things that Candy has gone through while it was in its current situation, blended in with what was happening through the weeks. So yeah, thought that would be fun for you guys to see with the breakdown of all of that. Also, I want to say, like, I wasn't trying to be mean about SWV. Like I said, I don't know those people. It's just, for me, watching outside looking in and being around a couple days, like, just seemed like it was more for TV. I don't even know if it's acting or like this might just be them. I don't know. I'm hoping it's not them. That's why I'm saying it was maybe just for show. Yeah, I hope that's not their personality. Yeah, so I guess it is. If it is for show, that makes great TV. And if it's their personality, then hope that works out. A lot of people seem to be confused. I think people think that Kandi had created Speak On It just to talk about SWV. And no, that's not the case. Speak On It has been around for going on almost 5 years now. And it's just a space for all things Kandi and what she's a part of, or like other celebrities or real topics in this world that she wants to interview. It has caught on. It's wonderful and it's amazing. And it's great that there's new people. Like, this show has brought so many new followers to her channel. Like, even when she interviews outside celebrities, it brings more and more each time over the years because they have their own following as well. And it also allows people to see Kandi in a different light. You know, some people just know her through her music, or some people just know her from The Housewives, or maybe just Big Brother, or whatever it is you know her from. Her YouTube channels, because there's two now, she has a vlog channel. Her YouTube channels, you know, show a lot of her personality. The vlog channel goes more in, you know, her day-to-day, stripped down, maybe no makeup, whatever the case may be. She has her Kandi Coded Live podcast channel as well that her and A1 do. She's all over YouTube. She's been on YouTube for a long time, and I'm glad that she joined YouTube. Like, I know I started, I don't know if it's been 10 or 12 years now I've been on YouTube. Just because you guys might not know it, I have been on here, and that's fine. YouTube is a space for everybody to come and create and do what they want to do. I've been telling Kandi probably 2 years before we started, I've been telling her, like, you need to go on over to YouTube. Like, all these people are giving their life away for free on Instagram. Like, let's stop this. And people are still doing it. Like, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people that make money on Instagram, and that's because they have sponsors, ads, and all of that. But there's a lot of people out here that you guys follow, act like they've got sponsorship, and they really don't. Or a lot of people out here just causing rumors, drama, and being trolls on Instagram and Twitter, and they're not even getting paid for it. Like, I believe if people are out here acting a fool, you might as well go on over to YouTube and get paid for that. Or even if you're not acting a fool, if you just have something to share, if you like to crochet, whatever it is you do, there is a space for it, I feel, over on YouTube. So I brought that to her attention, like, there's no money over here, because if you're gonna do this, make it worth it. Even if you just want to make the money and give it to charity, whatever the case may be. And everybody that I work with, I basically make them create a YouTube channel, because at the end of the day, that is what will cover my fees as well. So it's not necessarily coming out of pocket anymore, if you get what I'm saying. It's like you're paying for production and making some money on top of it all. But when you pay for that production, you can also spread that to all of your other social media pages. YouTube is a great way for a lot of the people that I work with to make some money, give them some money to produce the other things they would like to do with either a brand they've created, their image, or whatever it is they would like to do. Now, it works when you're consistent. You definitely have to be consistent with YouTube if you want to see it pay off. So that's the other thing that I try to enforce in the people that I work with. So I think I probably deal with like 8 different channels on YouTube. And it's been like that for a long time. I even like edit videos that like you guys have no clue about. A lot of the people are my hands-on clients that I say I handle with care, but then there's some people where I might just edit or maybe just consult or run the channel or whatever the case may be for YouTube. So I have my hands on a lot of different YouTubes because I love it over here. And that's why when I do drop YouTubers in on different videos, it's because it's like I've been on here, I watched you guys, Kandi's been on here, she knows you guys that she watches. At the end of the day, you know, everybody is still a creator. Yes, she's a celebrity. Yes, she's famous. She had to work hard to get up from, we started 5 years ago. She was already on YouTube, I don't know, maybe like 16 years or 12, whatever. But 5 years ago, 6 years ago is when we went hard. It's taken 5-6 years to get up to 600,000 something followers. It is getting dark in here, isn't it? It's taken a minute to get to this point. Going from 65,000 followers up to 600 something followers in 5 years. That took a long time, especially to think, since, you know, there's 5 million on Facebook, there's 10 million over here. Like, YouTube is its own world and has its own algorithm. For people to just act like she's just over here having fun, it's a lot of work that has been put into getting her page to where it is at. So that's why she shares her channel and promotes other people's channel on YouTube, because that's what people do. They collaborate, they do things. Now, she hasn't always had a chance to collaborate with a lot of people on YouTube that are content creators. That's how come we can sprinkle in some of their work, share that with people, and put that in the direction so people know that they're there. And we hope that people do the same thing. And you guys do. You guys talk about some of the videos she posts. You know, it might be seen on different channels. It's good to be able to share and sprinkle. Now, for me, when I'm sharing people's work on channels, I might use like 10 seconds, you know, chopped up. Not sitting here replaying a whole video. People put in a lot of work for what they do. Not trying to take away from people's full video. It's just enough sprinkle to take the attention over there, you know, because I get upset when I go on Instagram and there's 10 swipes of 60 seconds. That's 10 minutes of 72 hours that I just slaved over, that you just sat there and put on Instagram and now gave the whole thing away. That's a whole nother story. I'll get into that later. But yeah, no, it's a lot of work put in to producing this stuff quick. Now, give me some time. Some of these videos that I'm putting out here on YouTube are different. And then some videos with the channels that I work with, it's just content. It's just quick content. It's just quick vlogs. It's not a whole movie. Each channel, and just like YouTube, each person on YouTube has something different to offer. And that's what I like about a lot of the people that I work with. They're all different. You can't look at one channel and compare them. Like, everybody is totally different. So it's just more about the consistency. I am about to get started on this video chop down of this finale with these ladies. I think I'm gonna put, I can only do so many hours a day. I'll try to go for 8 hours today. I'll try 8, see what we can do. Good morning. I'm up and I am at them, whatever. It is Sunday, Easter Sunday. Yes, you know, I always lose track of days. It is Easter Sunday. It is 7 a.m. or 7:15. Today is the day. Today it is all finally over for at least 3 weeks until these RHOA ladies get back kicking. I dropped the teaser last night.
Real feelings. This filming of this show has been a shit show.
Just a little intro. At this point, you guys don't know that it's going to be 2 different segments. So the first half of it is going to be the recap of the season, and then the second half is going to be Candy's live. She's going to do a questionnaire. Yeah, we've gone back to I decided to keep them separate. I was gonna like play the intro right before her live within the same live stream, but I'm like, let's just do 2 different things, because even if I did that, I think I would still go back and split it up and make it separate. Some people just want to go straight to the questions and straight to the episodes, so I'm going to have the recap go first, and then the live stream, speak on it, and Q&A. So right now I am basically going through, this is still hot, I'm going through to finish up this vlog of the recap. I have until, I'm going to give myself, I want to upload for everybody to take a look at it around, I want to say 3 o'clock. That's about 7 hours, so I'm going to say about 3 o'clock. I have most of my clips ready, so it shouldn't be too hard. I like this morning I woke up and I laid there and like I know exactly how I want to chop it down. I mean, it's hard, but hey, we only got 7 hours, so we're going to get what we can get. Because I really thought the recap wouldn't be so long. Now that I'm making the recap longer because we don't have time to actually sit down and film today, then yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out these clips. Yeah, the recap was really gonna be like 10-15 minutes, and then the rest was gonna be her live. But now that I'm going back to splitting it, yeah, it's a whole thing. I keep going back and forth with it, but also we're dealing with timing. I thought she'd be back in town early this morning. We would have had time to film by 1, then throw the stuff. Either way, this is where we're at, and we're gonna make it happen for you guys. And I am watching this episode one more time. Yeah, Coco didn't sing Living in Vain, did she? Oh no, she does. She sings it. Rehearsal, she was trying not to sing it for some reason, and I'm just like, I did not realize until I saw this that she said they don't do church sets. I don't know the meaning behind it, but Taj said let's do it, so at that point, I guess, let's do it. I guess she hit a couple notes. I mean, not everybody has to want to sing those type of songs. Anywho, let me get started on this. Drink my little coffee. Get to this.
And listen, I have been doing so much with my group Xscape lately. There's been a lot going on.